Officials in the Brady region of the Czech Republic were frustrated. 7 years of red tape had held up the permits for a major restructuring of the Vltava River basin. Suddenly, the job was done in a few days, for $1.2 million less than planned. How? And again, officials in the Brady region of the Czech Republic were frustrated. 7 years of red tape had held up the permits for a major restructuring of the Vltava River basin. Suddenly, the job was done in a few days, for $1.2 million less than planned. How?
Restructuring of a river basin.
Pull the plug out. There you go. Done.
That sort of happened once in history.
We're doing a question on it, right?
This happened?
The plug thing. There was a salt mine in somewhere. I want to say Louisiana, but they don't have salt there. It was somewhere in the US. And they mined a bit too much, and they punctured something somewhere. An entire lake drained itself through the salt mine over the course of a couple of days. Ooh. Just the colossal whirlpool. Because, of course, it starts small, but it's salt. So the water just keeps washing it and washing and washing. And by the end, you no longer have a lake, you have a cavern.
Mm.
It's the salty equivalent of the Darvaza crater in
Right.
Turkmenistan,
Yes.
or where they go. Oh, there's a bit of gas here. We'll set it on fire. It'll go away, and it's still burning.
Yes. Oh, thank you, producer David. That is Lake Pena, a brackish lake in Louisiana. I did get that right. I didn't know there was salt in Louisiana. All right.
Not anymore. So, a restructuring of a river basin, I'm assuming they're not changing how you wash your hands in the toilets. And it's in Czechia, the Brady region. The only thing I know about that is that he played American football. Yeah, I made a sports joke and it was terrible.
Yeah, you made a sports joke, but I was thinking natural disaster. I was thinking that like 1.2 million was the entire budget for this thing, and actually, by luck, a flood happened. Something happened. A giant rainstorm just restructured the basin for them, coincidentally, the exact way they wanted. But that's getting very close to act of God there.
Or you could be what you were saying about mining. Maybe someone was mining nearby and dug up.
So I will say you're very much on the right track. It is natural, less a disaster, and bang on, the original budget was $1.2 million.
Okay. Because in terms of restructuring, there's not many ways you can really restructure a river. You can make it flow the other way if you really wanted to. That has been done in history. I think it's in Illinois, the Chicago River initially went into one of the Great Lakes, but they were, due to pollution reasons, they went, okay, we need to actually reverse the flow of this. So it can be done, but it requires a heck of a lot of effort. That doesn't feel like that's what's going on here. You couldn't do that for $1 million.
And continuous effort.
Yes.
And the only thing I can think of restructuring river basin-wise is, well, I'm not fully certain of the term river basin. All I can think of is the LA River, where that was just a concreted sluice. Is that the term? It's just a channel for the water to run down. But that, you can't have an act of God do that unless there's a lot of fly tipping of concrete.
That would be an act of God, though, wouldn't it? There's the river. All of a sudden, it's channelized with neat concrete, and no one knows why. That, honestly, if that happens overnight, it's pretty good evidence.
It's a miracle.
I would say, Daniel, you're pretty close. Like you instead of having the river turn completely 180, what other things could be used to kind of redirect the water, do you think?
Oxbow Lakes!
Yes,
that's the only term I learned in geography at school is Oxbow Lakes.
So sort of cutting one off, or you wouldn't want to make one, you'd want to cut one off, wouldn't you, really? Oh, so if there was a big heavy flood, that could easily be the final thing that cuts off the Oxbow Lake and makes the river straight again.
Because Oxbow Lakes are when a river gets all wiggly, and then it gets even wigglier, and then suddenly it finds a shortcut, which leaves a random bit of water, which is wiggly when the river's gone straight again, and that's the Oxbow Lake. But yeah, a flood can force that to happen.
As anyone who's done Year 9 geography knows and understands, it's the one thing everyone remembers.
I also do remember that, and I always think about like a little, something like this. But how about instead of making it straight, we're literally boom, boom. Redirection.
Oh, it went round a corner.
Not exactly.
I'm imagining it flooded and then it found a new course because it turned whatever natural ground was in the way into sediment. And then that became an easier way for it to go. So it took a different route thanks to the flooding moving all of the earth out of the way.
Or it could be the opposite, that it's a rock fall or something like that. Like the river is going this way. We've been intending to block it and move it. And then all of a sudden this mountain's collapsed.
Beavers!
Beavers!
Please
Beavers?
continue.
Oh, no.
No!
No. Oh, I'm not having this.
Being silly strikes again.
So it is the opposite. They wanted to not have a straight river, but move it away from being a straight river.
And then suddenly some beavers built a dam themselves without anyone noticing. And they woke up one morning and the river was now doing...
Job done.
And then they put the $1.2 million in their pocket and walked away whistling.
That is exactly it.
You don't need an environmental impact study when the environment is doing it for you.
The beavers were like, I don't care about any permits. I'm just going to go do this.
Oh, yeah, you said 7 years of red tape. No one was there. It's just all blocked off and no one allowed in because they're planning this thing. And then suddenly the beavers turn up in their high-vis and their hard hats.
Yeah, so a colony of 8 beavers had built the dams in the same places that the administration actually wanted in order to redirect the water. And it turns out that the way that the beavers did it was even better than the way that they had designed it in the first place.
Ah, amazing. They must have bribed them. They must have bribed the beavers somehow.
The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.